Hello students! Welcome back to another English lesson. Thank you so much for joining me today. Before we get into our lesson, if you haven't yet and you would like to know when I go live, when I post new videos, stuff like that, please consider subscribing to the YouTube channel. We have so many students on YouTube, so thank you everyone who has subscribed. If you haven't yet, think about it. Okay. You can also like me on Facebook. We have about 50,000 students on Facebook. So thank you so much. Like this lesson and share it with one of your friends who's also learning English. Okay. So let's jump into today's lesson. Okay. So in today's lesson, it's going to be kind of a quiz. So we're going to be looking at verb and preposition collocations, okay? So what does that mean? So sometimes verbs are followed by prepositions and they often go together. So that is what we're going to be looking at today, okay? So I hope you're ready. So we're going to go over 10 questions. We have 10 questions today. So you can write your answers in the comments. Let's see how many you get right. Please leave your score at the very end. Write your score in the comments. Let's see if you could get 10 out of 10. If you didn't get 10 out of 10, write your score in the comments. Come back to this lesson after a little bit and try it again. See if you can improve your score. Okay? So let's jump into our lesson. I'm going to share my screen with you. Okay. So we have verb and preposition collocations. All right, let's look at the first question. Okay, question number 1. You have to adapt your surroundings. You have to adapt your surroundings. So we have to or in. Do we adapt to something or do we adapt in something? What do you think? Which preposition goes with the word adapt? Okay, we're looking at the word adapt here and which preposition follows it typically. All right, leave your answers in the comments. The correct answer for number 1 is to. We adapt to something. Adapt to. Okay, very good. So in this sentence, we have to adapt to our surroundings. Okay, excellent. Let's try question number 2. Let's see if you can get this one. This one might be a little tricky, so don't worry if you get it wrong. We're going to go over the answer for this one. Okay? He's always bringing the past. He's always bringing the past. Do you think he's always bringing around the past? Or he's always bringing up the past? Which one is correct? Please write your answer in the comments. Okay. Everybody ready? Good job. Question number 2. The answer is up. Okay? He's always bringing up the past. So what does that mean? So if you bring up something, typically it means you bring it up in conversation. So it means you're talking about something. So in this case, he's always talking about the past. And then you might think, well, Teacher Bree, I've heard bringing around before. Why is around not correct? I've heard people say bring around. Well, if you bring around someone, that would be correct. So bring around a person means you're bringing the person with you to a certain place. It means you often bring them around, bring them to a certain place. So we could say he's always bringing his girlfriend around. So it means that he's always taking his girlfriend with him, okay? But in this case, we're talking about the past. So this means in conversation, okay? I hope that was understandable. Let's look at question number 3, okay? Could you elaborate that? Could you elaborate that? Do you think elaborate about or elaborate on? Which one? About or on? I'll give you a few seconds. Which preposition goes with the word elaborate? Okay? So the correct answer for number 3 is on. We elaborate on something. And if you don't know the word elaborate, we often use it, for example, if someone is telling a story or someone is explaining something, but we want to know more information. So please tell me more about what you're talking about. So please elaborate on what you're talking about. Elaborate on the situation. Tell me more information. Okay, more details. Okay, elaborate on something. Very good. If you got that one, very good. Okay, let's try question number 4. Ooh, she marveled his quick thinking. She marveled his quick thinking. So, which preposition goes with marvel? She marveled at or she marveled on? Okay? And this marvel, maybe you've heard marvel as in the comic books. If you watch the Marvel movies, you know, the Marvel universe. We'll get into the meaning of this word in just a second. Okay? So I hope you wrote your answers down. The answer for number 4 is at. She marveled at his quick thinking. So what does marvel at mean? Marvel means like amazed. Wow. I can't believe it. Wow, amazing. So she marveled at his quick thinking. Maybe she was very impressed. She was amazed. She was impressed. She marveled at his quick thinking. Okay, so we marvel at something. We are amazed by something. Okay, very good. Next one, question number 5. We're halfway through. Okay, the thieves tampered the security cameras. The thieves tampered the security cameras. We have with or on. With or on. Which one do you think is correct? Write your answers in the comments. The answer is with. With. The thieves tampered with the security cameras. Okay, so if it's your first time to see the word tamper, to tamper with something means, like in this case, we have security cameras. So security cameras are supposed to film if a thief is going to enter your house or a company. So the thieves tampered with it. Maybe they unscrewed it and took it off the wall. Or maybe they put something over it so we can't see what they're doing. So they did something to the cameras where it doesn't work like it's supposed to. Okay, so tamper with a car. Maybe you see in some crime movies, if you tamper with a car, they can cut the brakes. So when the person's driving and they try to step on the brakes don't work and they crash, right? So to tamper with something. To tamper with is a negative thing. Usually you're doing something bad to something, okay? You're making it not work like it's supposed to. Okay, so tamper with something. Very good. The next one, they wouldn't comment the matter. They wouldn't comment the matter. We have to or on. Comment to the matter, comment on the matter. Which one do you think is right? Okay, the answer to number 6 is on. They wouldn't comment on the matter. So to comment on something means to speak about something. So they wouldn't talk about the matter. The matter could be anything, like a situation or gossip or anything. They wouldn't comment on it. So they wouldn't speak about it. They wouldn't talk about it. Okay? So comment on something. If you watch a lot of YouTube in English, people will often say, please comment on this video. Okay, comment on this video. Leave a comment on this video. Okay, so comment on something. Very good. Let's try question number 7. Are you acquainted the newbie? Are you acquainted the newbie? So we have acquainted with or acquainted to. Which one is correct? With or to? Okay, so the correct answer for number 7 is with. Okay, are you acquainted with the newbie? So acquainted with someone. That means that you know someone at least a little bit. You might not be best friends, but you know each other. Maybe you know each other's names. Maybe you know their job. That's about it. So you've met them before. Okay? And what is a newbie? A newbie is, another word for a newbie could be rookie or just a new person, a freshman. So if you are at a company and there is a new employee, some people might call them the newbie. Newbie is kind of like a playful word. It's not a formal word. It's quite casual. So are you acquainted with the newbie? So have you met the new person yet? Okay, very good. So let's try question number 8. Do you suffer any ailments? Do you know that word? Do you suffer any ailments? So we're looking at the verb suffer, to suffer. Which one goes with suffer? Do you suffer from any ailments? Or do you suffer under any ailments? Which one is right? Write your answer in the comments. Ready? The answer is from. Do you suffer from any ailments? Okay, so to suffer from something, we usually use that to talk about a sickness, an illness, a disease. Suffer from something. Suffer from hypothermia, suffer from migraines, suffer from something. So something like an illness. And what does ailments mean? An ailment is just an illness, usually not very major, kind of minor illnesses, ailments, okay? Do you suffer from any ailments? Very good. Question number 9. The car collided a stop sign. Oh my goodness. The car collided a stop sign. Oh my gosh. Okay. the car collided in a stop sign or the car collided with a stop sign? Okay, the answer to number 9, I hope you wrote it down. The answer to number 9 is with. The car collided with a stop sign. So a stop sign is on the side of the road where you're supposed to stop your car. Maybe there's like an intersection here. You have to stop your car. The car collided with a stop sign. Collide with something. If we use the word crash, the car crashed into a stop sign could be correct. The car crashed into a stop sign. The car collide with a stop sign. Okay? Remember, collide with. Okay? The last question, are you ready? Number 10. The bag was crammed souvenirs from her long trip. The bag was crammed souvenirs from her long trip. So we have the bag was crammed up souvenirs, or the bag was crammed with souvenirs. Ooh, is this a tricky one? Okay, so the answer to the last question, number 10, is with. Another with. Okay, the bag was crammed with souvenirs from her long trip. So crammed with, we can also say stuffed with. So that just means that there was so much of something. It was totally full of something. So the bag was crammed with souvenirs, maybe to give to her friends and family. Okay, so the bag was full. Okay, very good. So how many questions did you get correct? Did you get all 10? Did you have some ones that were kind of tricky? Let me know, and let me know what other kinds of lessons you would like to see. I know that prepositions are sometimes difficult, but especially these verb and preposition collocations, the best way I would recommend for you to study them is when you learn a new verb, study which preposition it typically goes with. So if there's a collocation, I would study them together. For example, we had cram with, collide with, comment on, suffer from. So if you learn them from the beginning as a pair, it's going to be easier to remember in the future. Okay, so thank you again for watching today's lesson. I will see you again for a new lesson tomorrow. Thank you so much. Bye, everyone.